Recently, I did a video on my channel called One Nintendo Switch Game You Shouldn't Buy. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing the opposite. One Nintendo Switch Game You Should Buy. Now, if you want to see the One Nintendo Switch Game You Shouldn't Buy, links will be down in the description below, or if you don't want to check the description, you can actually wait until the video's getting ready to end. Once the video is getting ready to end, the video will pop up on screen and you can click on it directly at the end of this video. So go ahead and check out One Nintendo Switch Game You Shouldn't Buy. Now, I think you know what I'm about to say. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to say this. This may indeed change in the future, but this at the current moment is one Nintendo Switch game everybody should buy. And you know what I'm exactly about to game. It's one of the first games that came out on the Nintendo Switch. The game I am about to talk about is, you got it, Breath of the Wild. Zelda Breath of the Wild is absolutely the best Nintendo Switch game in my opinion. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna like Breath of the Wild when they play the game. It's the first time Zelda has been in open world form, so it's true open world for the Zelda franchise, and oh my god, that game is absolutely fantastic. Nintendo really did knock it out of the park. I know a lot of people were waiting for that Zelda game to come out on the Wii U, but honestly, I'm not too sad that we had to wait about 5 to 6 years for the next Zelda installment, because honestly, this game is absolutely fantastic. If you were to sit down and play this game, it really doesn't even feel like a Nintendo made game. It actually feels like another AAA game that can be on any other console, which is absolutely great. I guess this is kind of like a mini review, considering I never actually talked about this game on my channel. I don't want to give out too many spoilers. I think this is one game you should go without spoiler free. I know a lot of people on the internet talk about how this game may be the best game of all time. I can't say for sure if this is the best game of all time, because games come out all the time and there is a lot of games, and let's be honest, I don't know if what Breath of the Wild has done to the gaming industry is something revolutionary. A lot of people keep saying this game is revolutionary, amazing, the best RPG or the best open world game we have seen in years. I don't know about that for sure, because there is a lot of things in Breath of the Wild that have already been done in open world games, and some mechanics even in Breath of the Wild aren't even in there that are staples of other open world games. So it hasn't done everything, but what I can say is it is a flat out amazing game, and every Switch owner should at least play the game one time. That game has a lot of content. It is, in my opinion, one of the only games that I can safely say is worth $60 no matter how you look at it. I felt like when I paid the full $60 for this game, I got my entire money worth. And granted, I still haven't beat the game, but that's because if you don't know me, I talked about this on my channel way a long time ago, so you may not know this, but I'm a person that likes trying to do get as much enjoyment out of games as possible. So I'm trying to do literally everything the game has to offer. I'm currently like 100 and some hours in, and I have not done everything in Breath of the Wild. It is a massive game. There is so much to do. It is an amazing game. The only downside to Breath of the Wild is it plays in 30 frames per second. I know in some areas of the game it's still kind of choppy and it kind of drops below 30 frames per second. And I know the graphics compared to other current gen console games, it does not play at 1080p, and I know even the Switch is capable of playing 1080p. If you look at games like Mario Kart 8, if you look at games like Splatoon 2, you can see that the Nintendo Switch is a console that is going to be capable of 1080p resolution, but Nintendo decided to drop it down. I think it plays somewhere in the 900s. It could be 900p or it could be a little bit above 900p, but for sure this game is not playing at a resolution of 1080p 60. It's 900, I think, p with 30 frames per second. But honestly, like I said again, this is one Nintendo Switch game everybody should own. I think if you're going to pick up one Nintendo Switch game, but probably you already played Breath of the Wild if you own a Switch, without a doubt, because if you didn't know this as well, I am not a Zelda fan at all. The reason I'm not a Zelda fan is because it's too linear for me, and the fact that also there's a lot of puzzles when it comes to the Zelda franchise, and I'm not a puzzle type of person. That is one reason why I don't actually like the Zelda franchise. I'm not hating on it or anything, it's just not for me, and it's never been for me. You might be thinking otherwise, just due to the fact that I am a hardcore Nintendo fan. I grew up with Nintendo. On my channel, I primarily talk about Nintendo, so you know I absolutely love Nintendo. But for some reason, I just never got into the Zelda franchise until now. This game really speaks to me and really appeals to me. It's an open world game. It has side missions, and it's less about the whole experience about doing puzzles. It's more about the openness world of the game. And the cool thing about Breath of the Wild that makes it absolutely a fantastic game is, well, you can play the game how you want to. You can actually, this is not a spoiler, I want to make this very clear, this is not really a spoiler, but you can actually get to the main boss right away, like after you beat the main segment of the game, which is pretty cool. You can also skip the dungeons of the game if you want to. If you want to entirely ignore the dungeons, you can do that. You can pretty much play this game how you want to play. And the cool thing about this game, of course, you probably already know, is the fact that you can take this full experience on the go. And when you take it from the TV to the handheld, of course it's going to look better on the handheld. And man, a big open world game like Breath of the Wild, open world RPG game-esque like this, looks absolutely fantastic on the Switch's screen, and it's absolutely fantastic to play this on the go. So this is one Nintendo Switch game I think every owner should play. But by now, if you already own a Nintendo Switch, or if you're thinking about getting a Nintendo Switch, you're probably either already bought Breath of the Wild, or you're probably going to pick up Breath of the Wild if you ever do pick up a Nintendo Switch. Don't forget to check out one Nintendo Switch game you should never buy. Again, link will be in the description below, or it will be at the end of this video when this video ends in just a couple of seconds. Just wait for the link, just wait for the video to pop up on screen and you can click on it. Anyway, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out, guys.